Hey, thank you guys for tuning in to Dave and Joe Liberty Stand. We're back at TCB.
Yeah!
Yay! Look, listen, all that crowd.
Oh, it's a madhouse in here.
You can hear the roar of the crowd. But by the way, Bob had a mean joke earlier. We have our convertible outside. He said raining, so I owe him one. Anyway, what are we talking about? Who should know right from wrong?
Oh yeah, we're
Kind
going
of.
back to the transgender thing, and
What's
I'm scratching my belly. Is that all right? I got stuff in there, and it itches.
So,
Um,
sorry. I don't have anything in mind.
We'll go on. But anyway, no, we were just saying, it's a separate thing with kids and adults. If you're an adult, hey, do whatever you want to do. Party down, I don't care. But if you're a kid, they need guidance. You teach them right from wrong. You have patience with them. You listen to them. And you try to gently help them along their merry way. You don't encourage stuff you know is harmful.
But again, okay, so I hear what you're saying, but there's this thought that transgenderism is okay, it's natural, and other kinds of things too. But so when you have that force coming in, and you have the two sides saying, no, this isn't right. Yeah, yes, this is natural. So now you have two sets of adults with two conflicting opinions, and the children. That's the thing that kills me. And you look at abortion. You can look at abortion the same way. Two conflicting adults, groups of adults coming together, and who's in the middle? And God said to protect our children, and we are killing them. We are telling them lies. I mean, it's like we're saying they're nothing. I mean, it's just so sad to me, just what we see around us. And I think, God said to protect the children and the women, the orphan and the widow.
Right.
That's the orphan and the widow. And it's like our country is destroying those two sets of people.
Absolutely. Why do you think that is? And it is on purpose, by the way. Make no mistake. The government is systematically doing this on purpose.
Well,
they're destroying the
some
family.
people in the
They're
government,
destroying
there's an
self-reliance. Going back to the raising
Right.
the kids to be socialists and stuff. Why do you think that? Oh, and it goes back to like welfare and this, from the '60s and everything, Johnson and everything. What are they doing? Think about that. What is the government systematically doing? A little bit here, a little bit there. As time goes on, what are they trying to do?
Control.
They are to take
Control.
over the role of the husband.
The father.
Now they're just taking over
Well,
the role of the parents.
The father wasn't hard because we stepped out on our own. The father's
Yeah, because it was
we
all-
laid with the woman, had the child, and we
Okay,
left.
why didn't that happen before welfare? It didn't happen anything like it did after
Really?
the 60s. Yeah, it's all you can go back to what laws are passed and when and why. It's all people are naturally selfish.
Yeah,
If you let somebody do something, they're more than likely going to do
they're
it
gonna.
because you can.
So you let the guy walk away and
So-
don't hold him accountable
Right.
to.
And the woman doesn't
his
care as much because
choices.
she knows I'm covered. This guy runs out on me.
Well,
I
and
can
then
go down and get my
they
shit.
have a low self
Right, sure.
esteem or low self image. They look at themselves like, well, I'm not worth any more than what I'm treated like anyway.
Because,
you know,
right, and it's all
and the
on
children,
purpose.
then it just a ripple
Sure.
effect.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, I just can't help. I've had this thought and talked about this before, but I grew up. I mean, I'm blessed. I mean, I grew up in a home where there was a father and a mother. My dad went to work every day. We went to church every Sunday, and not to say, I mean, that's not like gonna fix everything because
You have stability.
yes, and I think I look out and I talk to people and meet people or whatever and hear their stories or whatever, and I'm like, because my world is I think everybody had that world. Everybody was the same. Everybody grew up with a mother and father, and I think how blessed I was. I could have been born in inner city Chicago or Africa and I'm like, why me? I think of that. I mean, I think we should ask ourselves because, and my response, my answer to that is I can do something about it. I can help others. I can make an impact in someone's life and help them. A woman who, has had multiple children with multiple men. I could love her, love the children. I mean, obviously in a proper way.
I still want to make a joke out of that, but
I mean, I can influence a child, one child. I mean, one child. You know, if I could influence one child's life, my wife and I, we lived in a little suburb of Lafayette, and there were always these little kids that would come up, and we just heard the other day, little boy, we knew he's this big, and he just got arrested for some burglary.
Wow.
And he got how many years? I mean,
a lot.
so it
wasn't his first time.
No, I don't.
Well, no, but my point is, our life did intersect with that young boy, you know, and you know we did love him, and he had a brother. There was a few of them, wasn't there? But you know, I mean, I think it's important. I want to, you know, encourage people, be aware of those that your life comes in contact with, because you could make a huge impact, and you could help divert one young child's path. But again, when you have this force that's coming in saying, in this transgender topic of trying to tell me, you're trying to tell me that I can't tell that child that is not a correct thought or feeling. That's dictatorship. That's
right.
It's evil.
Yes.
It's evil.
That's
you know,
really
and it's I don't know. That's just my thoughts on that. But do you guys have any comments out?
And now the government is really stressing that it's okay. I mean, there's a guy in prison in California that the taxpayers have to pay for his sex change.
Oh yeah, right. I saw that.
Yeah, and that's happening in the military too.
He shouldn't be in prison. He should be in a mental institution.
But because of the climate of the culture, they're like, no, he should have, instead of a mental institution, it's not a mental disorder. It's he was born with the wrong. No, that's what they're saying. He was born with the wrong. God should have made him. Well, they don't say God, obviously, but it was a mistake. He should have been a woman, so let's make him a woman.
Right.
I mean, it's just sad that we're at that point. But yeah, militaries.
I should have been born a millionaire. So
Exactly. Yeah.
The stork made a mistake.
Or like Dave was talking about, I don't know if you got this, but this guy wanted to be a lizard, you know, so he was doing all these things to make him into. There's a story of this guy. He was married to a woman, had children. He struggled with transgender. He struggled with his gender identity. He left his wife anyway. He did have a surgery. And then the Lord revealed the truth to him, so he reversed everything he could. He said he couldn't do everything.
Right.
But now he has a ministry to help people who struggle with that.
Right.
You know, and that's awesome. But he had to go through this journey, and he's trying to share that truth. But, you know, I think it goes back to what's truth. And if we throw away the rule of truth, which, I believe is the Word of God, tells us what's right and what's wrong, what's truth and what's a lie. If we throw that out, then anything goes, and I think that's where we're at.
Oh, absolutely.
We've thrown God out and said, God, we don't need you. We can do this ourselves.
I thought she was giving me time.
Yeah. So, anyone, any closing thoughts?
Control and power, man. That's all it is. No matter what we're talking about, that's what it boils down to.
And I think the way... that wasn't a fist bump.
No, I thought it
the
was.
way we fight...
He confuses me.
The way we fight it is
Doesn't that look like he's giving me
one person, and I don't mean fight the person. Do not fight one another. I'm saying love one another in truth and grace. My wife and I have had opportunities to meet young people who struggled with their gender identity, and we love them where they're at, but we didn't support the behavior. And I think once you cross that line of supporting the behavior or acknowledging that is okay, then that's where I would encourage people to really consider how you support a lie. Because if a boy is
you
born...
don't support a lie.
Right, exactly. So what I'm saying, the lie is, if you're born a female, you're a female. You're never going to change that. That's got it. Even you can do anything. You can manipulate your body, or not manipulate. What do you call that? Where you just it's an M word, not manipulate, but mangle. You can mangle your body.
Modify.
Yeah, but just know that you're loved the way God made you. Don't let the world lie to you and think you're not
I know
special.
I can hear back what every's saying disagrees with you, but we don't have time for that. So
Well,
anyway,
thank you for tuning
see
in.
you
I
next
thank
time.
you for doing this show because I know you struggle with those topics because it's so.
I'm seeing somebody. I'm getting.
Well, thanks for tuning in, you guys.
Bye, guys. See you later.